Hey everybody, welcome to Yeah Buddy. Today I'm going to show you, or really talk to you about the electronic controlled transmission in the Lexus GX 460. It's a little button that you see that says ECT second, and what it does, why you would use it, why you might not want to use it, and what my thoughts are about it. So I've had this Lexus GX for about a year, and haven't really used the ECT second, or electronic control transmission second button, in the year that I've had it, with the exception of using it after I filmed my first video on the downhill assist control. I had somebody comment in the comment section, and they said, "Hey, tell me a little bit about your feelings about the ECT second. What's the difference between driving in that versus driving in just a regular transmission?" And so we're going to talk a little bit about it. I'm going to drive a little bit in ECT second, and let me just get underway. So I already, turn it off. Actually, I had it on already, but I'm going to turn it on again. So all you have to do is click this cool little ECT second button by your right knee, and then just start driving. Really, the purpose of it is, let me make sure that I can back up fine. It's, to make a little bit of a smoother drive when you're starting and stopping the vehicle. And most people use it in slushy conditions because it doesn't give as much torque when you start. And torque is really like that force. So if you're thinking about skidding your tires, that's what I'm talking about. So instead of starting in first gear, really, you're kind of starting in second gear. So if you've ever, driven a motorcycle or driven a manual transmission car and tried to start in second, it's a little slower. It takes a little bit more gas to get it moving, and that's what I experience, and that's what I feel when I have it in ECT second. You will not be able to sense that on the video, but I'm applying quite a bit of gas compared to what I normally do right now as I'm accelerating. And you'll see it, this stop light or stop sign down there. I'll talk a little bit more about it. We might get a good stop and go going. In other contexts, good. We do have a stop sign and it's downhill, so maybe we won't feel too much. But I live in New York City. The conditions here are generally not slushy or anything like that. So I don't ever really need to use it. Maybe if the vehicle got stuck, it might be a good time to try it out, just because the wheels are going to start rolling a lot smoother. You can get more gas and a little bit more, grinding power in that second gear, as opposed to having your wheels spin out in first gear as you're trying to get stuck, which I've definitely experienced that before. So this light's going to turn green pretty soon, and I'll give you a little bit of a sense of this in second, and then I'm going to flip to back. I'm going to turn the ECT second off, and it's amazing how quick your body gets or starts. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping. Here we go. We're going to start driving. Turn on my signal here. I'm pretty much at a stop in this section here. Giving it a good amount of gas, and it's slowly and smoothly accelerating through that lane, which is pretty nice. So I am going to pull up to this stop sign or stop light, and I'm going to flip it off. Actually, not that kind of California howdy flipping it off, but turn the ECT second off right about now when I get into my brakes, and you'll feel kind of going up the hill, same amount of gas. We get a little bit of a lurch that happens with that same amount of power. So you can imagine that if you're in snow and slush, that's going to make your tires skid out real quick. It also makes for a little bit less pleasant drive in the city or wherever you might be driving, because it just, the acceleration is a little bit more aggressive in that mode. And I do have this in comfort mode right now. I don't have it in sport, though I don't think that really controls the transmission at all as much as the feel. but definitely worth noting. So I'm going to park now and give you my final thoughts. All right, so we're parked. Okay, so just to wrap up, ECT second starts your vehicle essentially in second. A little bit smoother of a ride as you're accelerating, you know, from a stop to a go, and it takes a little bit longer. Now, if you're stuck and you're in snow, you're in sleet or something like that, it's going to, you know, maybe get you out a little bit better without spinning your tires. But you don't, and if you want to squeal your tires or have a little bit more aggressive of a start, then turn the ECT second off. You're going to get that kind of a little bit more control over your initial acceleration. So that's it. Let me know what you think about this video, if you want to hear anything else about the GX 460, and if you want me to make any more videos about it. Yeah, buddy.